Hey, welcome back to the website hacking series. Today we are officially starting the module 3, and in module 3 we will be actually learning about the reconnaissance and the enumeration. Okay, so don't worry if these terminologies might sound complicated to you. Throughout this module I'm going to explain everything step by step and very beginner friendly in a simple way. Okay, before we jump into the actual learning about the tools and technique, I'm going to give you a proper introduction about what is the reconnaissance and then what is the enumeration, and we will also talk about why they are the most important part of the hacking and the pen testing. Okay, and if you have been following this series, you might already know that in module 1 we talk about the foundational concept, things like how websites are made and how http works, like how website and servers communicate. In module 2 we talk about different testing methodologies, like for example you have a website, a company has a website and the company wants to hire you and check if their website can be hacked or not. So what are the different methodologies and different ways you can apply to find out if the website can be kind of hacked or no? So I have talked about in this all about this in module 2, and now in module 3 we will talk about the reconnaissance. It's like gathering information, how attackers or the hacker or the pen tester gather information about the target and before exploiting anything, right? So there are two different ways to gather information. One is the passive, another is the active. So we will talk about both of these, and without any further delay, let's get started. Over here I have this guide, and let's talk about the reconnaissance first of all. Reconnaissance means gathering detailed information about a target before attempting any attack or exploitation. Okay, so the simplest example I can give you so you will understand it better is that let's take the example of a home. So for example, there is a home, this is the home, and there are some theft or the robbers, okay, who wants to steal some stuff from this specific home. Now there are two different approaches. One is the robbers, the theft just go directly into the home and try to steal some kind of stuff from that home. This approach will probably cause them in trouble because they don't know how many peoples are there, what how many doors are there, uh, right? They don't have enough information about the home they are targeting. Another approach will be like these robber first of all wait for some time, gather information like for this home related, how many peoples are there when they sleep and how many windows are there, where is where are the doors. So they can now they can gather information like these, and once they get information they can use that information to attack at a proper specific time without getting caught, right? So this is what simply the reconnaissance mean. Now if I tell you the same thing in technical term, in the computer terms, let's take the example of a website. So instead of the home, let's say this is a website and the hacker wants to attack this website. Same, we have two approaches. One is the one approach, the hacker just directly randomly try some kind of exploit. Another approach, and yeah, the first approach they might get some error or they might not succeed, right? The second approach the hacker can go with is like the hacker just find out a lot more information about the website. Like for example, let me go over here and show you this, like discovering all the target system, understanding what kind of technology they use, like the programming language framework, databases, and finding hidden services the related to the website, and identifying potential vulnerability based on what's running, right? So the second approach is much better. The hacker can just find out all of these information and then locate based on all of these the information they can just target the website in a proper better way, and that in that way they will be more likely to succeed, right? So this is simply the reconnaissance, why we need the reconnaissance. Now the thing is why reconnaissance needed is expert attackers spend 70 about 70 to 80% of their time on reconnaissance. right? The reason for this is they spend that much time is because they need to understand how the target is made, what kind of technology they use, where what vulnerability they have. So once they understand all of these, they have the power. From the power, I mean, when you completely understand how a system works, how it's structured, what kind of technology it uses, and where it's weak. So because of this information, once you get all of these, the attack becomes easy, right? Another reason why reconnaissance matter is the careless hacker jumps straight to attacking without understanding the target. That's the example I give you: the home, the theft, the robber, and the house. So that's that. And another approach is to first get enough information, and based on that enough information, take the next step, right? So hope you understood the reconnaissance. Now let's talk about the two different kind of reconnaissance. I mean, two different types of reconnaissance. So one we have is the passive reconnaissance, another we have is the active reconnaissance. Passive reconnaissance simply mean gathering information without touching the target. And with the active reconnaissance, it means like directly interacting with the system, with the target, right? So let's talk about the first with the what is passive reconnaissance shortly, just like kind of overview, and then we'll give talk about the active reconnaissance. Okay. um, Passive reconnaissance uses only publicly available information. We gather information without any direct interaction with the system. We have actually in passive in reconnaissance we do zero interaction with the target, and the information we get from is the public databases, archives, cache website, social media, public records, right? Like for example, imagine searching a company. You read their public website, you look at their LinkedIn page, you read news article about them, so you know about uh, them more. And you also check their social media, what kind of posts they make and what they do and these kind of stuff. And you look at job posting, the job posting, let's say this specific company is has posted some kind of job. Now you go to that job post and look what that might reveal some tech stack, and it's like what kind of stuff they need and how they have built the stuff, right? Another way is you check Google Map for office location so that you have the physical location. Now all of these things don't need the permission from the company, because these are all publicly available on Google and other social media. That's the passive reconnaissance, right? And another way is the active reconnaissance. Now active reconnaissance involves directly interacting with the target system to see how they respond. You are sending requests to their servers and analyzing the responses. Now with the active reconnaissance we actually interact with the target directly, and the sources are like the way I said, the sources for the passive reconnaissance is Google and social media and these different platform. Now the source for the active reconnaissance is actually the actual target that we are targeting, right? The problem with this is we cannot just randomly find out the information, do the active reconnaissance on the target. We need to have explicit written permission for that. Like for example, the passive is a passive reconnaissance, like watching from outside. You observe the house from out the sidewalk. You watch the routine. Nobody knows you are there. It's completely harmless, right? You don't interact with the home or the inside people. You just look at from the outside and get information. Now with the active reconnaissance, it's like knocking on the door. You directly interact with the homeowner. They know someone was there, and they might call the police, which requires the explicit permission, as I said, the active reconnaissance need permission, so that once you have the permission, you can then do the proper reconnaissance, gather information. Now the active reconnaissance give us with the active reconnaissance we can find information like open ports and services. For example, what ports are open on the server that we are targeting, and what services are running, like web server, database, SSH, etc. Another point we have is what kind of version, what specific version of software and the different software are running. And the next point is what is their operating system, like how their kernel version and these kind of stuff. And also it help us to find out web application structure, like the hidden directory and backup files on the web server, configuration file, admin panels, and login page. Okay, so don't worry, this is just a overview about all of these. We will actually cover all of these one by one in very detail, not just the theory, but also we will do the practical of all of these, so that we understand this is how, this is what it is, and this is how it works, and this is how it can help us to gather information. Okay, so hope you understood this, just the broad overview and the introductory overview. In the next video, we will actually start learning about the passive reconnaissance. We will learn a lot of the techniques that will help us to find out the publicly available information. And once we cover that, we will then move into the active reconnaissance. Okay, I will see you in the next video. See you soon.